All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and continually teach us His truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in His word and true sincerity. Lord willing, this could be an edifying and exhorting lesson. And, the title is going to be somewhere to the fashion of when our captivity is over, it will be like it never happened. It's gonna be like a bad dream, like a nightmare. You have a nightmare, a terrible, terrible dream. When you in that dream, a lot of times you don't even know you dreaming. You just, whatever nightmare you having, you in fear. But then when you wake up, you're like, oh man, I'm glad that was a dream, And eventually, you don't even think about that dream, And that's how it's gonna be when we get in the kingdom, Now, we are going to reference, our captivity, we have high holy days to bring us into remembrance when we was captives, when we was on the bottom. But, other than that, our mind is going to be on the pleasures of the kingdom, enjoying the kingdom, enjoying everlasting rest. We're not going to think too much about this captivity, any of the other captivities we was in when the Lord leveled us up. Our whole mind is going to be, Lord willing, with the elect, our whole mind is going to be, we finally here. And it's going to be like this never even happened. So let me start off in Psalms 126. Because it's going to be like a bad dream when it's all over, man. Just think about something you might have went through in your life. I give an example. When I was in jail, I couldn't wait to get out of there, man. It felt like I was in there forever, But, now that, I'm out, it's like I was never even in there. It felt like actually that it went by fast. It didn't feel like that when I was there, but now that it's over and done with, it feel like it went by fast. So when we get in the kingdom, it's going to feel like, it's going to feel like it went by fast, when we get there. It's going to be like, we was never here. But this is Psalms 126:1, a song of degrees. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Once again, when you dream, and you wake up, you have a bad dream. You're like, man, I'm glad that was over. Man, I'm glad it was just a dream. You might meditate on it a little bit, but you gonna forget that dream. It's gonna phase out, and you ain't gonna be thinking about that. So that's how it's gonna be when the Lord free us from captivity. It ain't even gonna come to mind really. Unless, of course, the high holy days that bring us into remembrance. But other than that, brother's gonna be enjoying traveling the universe, going to different planets, exploring the Most High's creation, trying new food, new wine, exploring new elements, having, slave servants, enjoying our women, enjoying our children. It's going to be so much to do than to just sit down and think about Babylon. That's going to be reserved for when we're celebrating the day when the Lord delivered us out of here. Now, there will be times, where, I speak for myself, I might be sitting on the throne, might have a gold cup in my hand with some wine, and I'm just thinking like, Lord willing with the elect, I'm just thinking like, man, I'm glad, man, we're not in Babylon no more. It's gonna be thoughts of joy though, because it's over. It's over, man. And once again, it's gonna be like it never happened. Because our children, they're not going to grow up here in Babylon. They're going to grow up in the kingdom. So they're not going to have that experience of being here. So to them, it's definitely going to be like it never happened because they were born in the kingdom. But verse 2, it says, then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord have done great things for them. So our sorrow is going to be turned into laughter. Yahweh Shah said that. He said, blessed are ye that cry now, for ye shall laugh. Roughly paraphrasing. You know? So our sorrow, our tears is going to be turned into laughter and singing. Then said they among the heathen, reading this again, the Lord have done great things for them. So the heathen is going to see our glory. They're going to see the power and glory that Yahweh Bashem Shah is going to give his chosen nation, beginning with the elect. They're going to see it. It says, the Lord have done great things for us, whereof we are glad. Turn again our captivity, O Lord, as the streams in the south. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him. So yeah, you know, our tongue is going to be, our mouth is going to be filled with laughter and our tongue with singing. We ain't going to no more cry no more. You know, we're not going to experience being sad, you know, being stressed out. You know, all of that is going to be done away with because the scripture say the former things are passed away, which let me get that. Revelation 21, verse 4. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. So he's seeing a refreshed earth, a refreshed heaven. And this is after the nuclear destruction. Hey, we don't even know how the earth gonna look when the Most High is done cleansing the earth. We don't know if there's gonna be new lands that's gonna come out the water. You know, if there's gonna, you know, we got no idea what the Most High is gonna do. You know, the earth may expand, it may become bigger. You know, it says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Now, Jerusalem is a people before a place. So what he was seeing the elect come down from the fathership to take the earth, to fulfill Daniel, the 7th chapter. The saints shall take the earth and possess it forever and ever. You know, it says as a bride adorned for her husband, because a bride, she's, you know, beautified. You know, she has on the white dress, you know, the precious stones, the gold. You know, she's looking beautiful so that when she's given to her husband, you know, he could take her in the marriage chamber or whatever, you know, pop her. So that's how the earth, the Lord, he's going to beautify the earth through this nuclear destruction. And, you know, the elect is going to come down and take it. It says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. You see? So when it's all said and done, you know, the former things are going to be passed away. You know, us crying of sorrow, you know, us dying, us, you know, being in pain. That's all going to be done away with. It's going to be beautiful, man. And words can't describe it. You know, when, you know, Lord, when we the elect, you know, when we experience that from the beginning, it's going to be tears of joy, man. That's the only time we going to cry. Is when it's tears of joy. We're no longer going to cry for sorrow of heart. You know, let me get that other one where it say no more crying in Isaiah. It's going to be like it never happened, man. Damn it. Isaiah 65. And I'm going to just go straight to the point. Verse 19. I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. And the Most High himself said that he would sing over us with joy again. He won't rejoice to destroy us anymore, because we're going to be perfect. We're going to be obedient to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So therefore, he's going to pour blessing upon blessings upon blessings upon blessings upon us. And this is referring to the Israelite man. All these scriptures where the Most High speaks about how he's going to raise us up, he's going to deck us out, he's going to put us on a level, he's going to do away with our affliction. He's speaking to the Israelite man. Because the Israelite man, I read it in Revelation 21st chapter. The Most High, his tabernacles with men. So the righteous men, the elect men, is going to be delivered. And through the elect men, righteousness will be pushed throughout the earth and throughout the universe. And by default, our women is going to be good. They're going to have their new bodies as well. Hey, that's another thing. The Most High, he's going to beautify the Israelite woman. Because you still have beautiful Israelite women, but they're under the curses too. So, hey, we don't even know how beautiful our women going to look. And I was meditating on this as well. Because our concubines, for the most part, they're going to be servants and handmaids to our women, to our wives. And if they're serving our wives, they can't be looking, raggedy, ran down. Our women is going to make sure that our concubines, the women that's serving them, is beautiful. They're going to try to look like our Israelite women. So even our concubine women going to be on a high level in beauty. But let me get this in Job, man, and I'm going to end here. It's going to be like we never was in captivity. When we speak on it, when we tell our children, Lord willing, we the elect, they going to be all ears, man. But see, we're going to have the books. Everything is going to be documented in the scriptures. Because see, the scriptures is our history, man. It's full of prophecy. It's full of, it's full of prophecy in our history. This is our history, man. So, of course, Babylon the Great is going to be written. And like it says in Jeremiah 16, it shall be no more said, the Lord liveth that delivered the sons of Israel out of Egypt, but the sons of Israel out of the land of the north, and whether they be scattered. Because this is going to be a new high holy day. And then Babylon the Great is going to be a big-ass desert, a memorial. We're going to be able to show our sons, you see that big-ass desert right there? That's where Babylon the Great was. That's where the nation of Edom had us in captivity. But this is Job 20, and I'm going to start at verse 6. I just want to go straight to the point. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. So this is referring to Esau, Edom. So it's going to come a time where the Edomites are going to be exterminated after 1,000 years of captivity. And when they get exterminated, life goes on. A million years down the line, you Edomites ain't even going to be thought about. Now, when we remember the great deliverance, when Yahushua came and saved us, we're going to speak about you Edomites and how you were red and, and wicked. But other than that, you're not even going to come to mind. It's going to be like you Edomites never existed. It's going to be like you never had us in captivity. You never were around, because life goes on. We're going to enjoy the kingdom, So all of this is going to be like a nightmare soon, brothers. prophecy is coming to pass. We almost out this bitch. Lord willing, we continue to stay strong. But with that, Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting, And with that, until next time, Shalom.